Well, greetings to all of you. Over the last several hours, Bitcoin, a cryptocurrency, has been escaping its significant symmetrical triangle. Looking at our volume right now, say on the 2-hour time frame, it seems like there was a big rise in volume. In addition to the 2-hour time frame, the Coinbase chart is also being taken into consideration. Since the volume has increased significantly, theoretically speaking, it simply indicates that a large increase in volume certainly lends credence to this upward surge, suggesting that a breakout is currently looking very gorgeous and real. I think the most important question you have right now is, of course, what will our next major price objective be, given that we are currently breaking our weekly high thrown time frame area of resistance. This is due to the fact that we are currently also succeeding in overcoming this particular obstacle. There has been absolutely no response at the weekly level. So the price of Bitcoin is only going up, and it's continuing to go up. It goes without saying that I've already shown you the target price for our triangle. In fact, I think I did it only yesterday. Accordingly, it seems we should be expecting a higher price. The theoretical target we will be striving for right now is 45,500 USD. And when we measure the opening of the triangle and place the trend line on the breakout that truly occurred a couple of hours ago, we get this. I would want to take this opportunity to tell you why this level is so important. Not only is it the gold Fibonacci ratio and the shape of our triangle, but let's go on to more advanced technical analysis. I will keep this trend line on the chart and zoom out to the 4-hour time period. In the same vein, I'll just leave it there. Recall that the other day we spoke about Bitcoin could be forming an ABC correction. Additionally, I would state that there is a reasonable chance that the current move is an ABC correction, and that we will witness a significant correction along with a retracement to the downside. Is that correct? In my opinion, only a tiny fraction of the population really uses the volume indication. As I indicated before, the 2-hourly broadcasts have seen a significant uptick in viewership. But before we get into that, there is a small detail to think about. Moving on to the daily time frame, you can see that the downturn in volume has been the driving force behind most of the price activity over the past few weeks. In fact, the volume now seems even worse than it did previously. Looking at the Coinbase chart, you can see that volume has increased significantly, and Bitcoin is still moving further in an upward trend. But what does it signify precisely? Everything that has happened thus far in the upward trend must be a correction, and the current low volume is clearly to blame. Then what am I thinking precisely? Due to the limited volume of this entire move, it is necessary to state that this is likely going to be the beginning of a larger A, B, and C correction. Looking at the big picture of the current price action should make us consider this. Since this is the case, we may state the following. This is where Bitcoin's elite wave, which was moving upward, has just crested. We are now experiencing the formation of our B wave. That would be the ideal situation, in my view, for the upcoming weeks as well. Developing our C elite wave will undoubtedly take precedence. A 50 reduction in the Bitcoin supply is imminent. It is quite probable that we will observe another large and sudden surge back to the upside once that happens. Many people are already reaching a degree of bullishness that is far higher than ours, in my opinion. A new, even higher peak is probably in their sights as well. On the other hand, this structure is occurring on the volume, which usually indicates that this entire move is just a correction in the bigger picture. Having said that, I will just state that when we examine this structure, it is occurring on the volume, and not that we cannot see Bitcoin going higher. Who are we trying to reach with our BLite wave? It's probably the question on your mind right now. Attaining our pricing objective is basically a very simple approach. The purpose of revisiting the 4-hour time frame is to address yet another ABC modification. We will state categorically that we have our wave at this very moment. Right now, Bitcoin is constructing the C elite wave that will eventually become our larger B wave. So far, our B wave has already arrived. Hence, the Fibonacci sequence's extension levels can help us calculate the price target of our C elite wave. For the time being, all we will do is alternate between a low swing, a high swing, and a low swing. Also, you can observe that the triangle's price target is almost touching the 0.618 Fibonacci extension level. All you have to do is look here to see this. On top of that, it is completely false. Remember the golden Fibonacci ratio, which goes from the swing high back to the swing low right here. Our price objective for the triangle is likely to be at the point where the golden Fibonacci ratio reaches. According to our price target of our B Elite wave and C Elite waves, Fibonacci extension levels, it is for this reason that we have not yet detected any major signs of vulnerability in this area. To put it plainly, Bitcoin is still trading at a significant premium on the 1 hour and 2 hour time frames. This is the message that will be conveyed. Following the trend and expecting that greater Bitcoin targets will actually be attained is only reasonable if we are just trading in an upswing. Furthermore, as previously mentioned, my main price objective right now is, of course, right now in the US, it should be $45,400. If we're talking about getting the exact amount, if you take a step back and look at the bigger picture, say on a 4 hour time frame, you'll see that the price movement right here breached the value area high and that we're trading above it. This is going to stand out to you, and for now, it's acting as our ground support area. Furthermore, our pricing mechanism was still consistent with this specific value area high. Here are our previous highs and lows precisely as they appear here. In addition to breaking through our volume area of resistance, we are also piercing through the structural area of resistance that was formed by our prior highs and lows. This is a blatant sign that something is going wrong at the moment. Another alternative is to make use of horizontal distribution. You will observe that even the range seems to be gaining some momentum to the upward at the moment. Something like this will be visible to you. Because of this, we can confidently say that we are still projecting an optimistic image. Not only should we expect prices to rise in line with the trend, but it also looks like we're breaking through a resistance zone that's trending upwards, so we should also brace ourselves for an improvement. One of the most important things is happening right now, yet I don't think many people are noticing. Additionally, that will be still another channel that might be identified inside the 4 hour window. Presuming, above all else, that we are connecting our lowest points, because of this, we will stick with our prior low, which was formed the day before by linking to our higher low. Concluding this one with an optimistic twist. In case you were wondering, yes, we are approaching the midpoint of our standing channel. Based on historical data, this level of support will now serve as our area of resistance once we break through it to the upside. Bitcoin is currently trading near the midpoint of our excellent channel, as you can see if you look at the market map. That being said, I can confirm that it will be a substantial level in Bitcoin at that time. In contrast, I do not think this specific cloud will generate a great deal of resistance. Additionally, because of this, I am still hoping that Bitcoin's price will continue to rise. That is in relation to the Fibonacci extension level, which is 0.628. Actually, we can go forward with our RSI indicator and the other signals if we do some of them simultaneously. The 4 hour time frame also works for our money flow indicator. Another choice is this. At the moment, we're in the overbought region, which usually means that the price of Bitcoin is going down. The reason behind this is that there are too many buyers in the overbought area. Furthermore, for example, if we were to jot down a go on the MACD indicator on the daily time frame, we would find that also we will probably confirm a hidden bearish divergence on top of this using our MACD level, which is lower than the previous high. We are creating a new higher high on the Bitcoin price itself. However, this specific situation may be a hidden bearish divergence bad signal for Bitcoin. Having said that, I still have no interest in going short at the moment. Reason being, we haven't made it to our next most important price objective, the 0.618 Fibonacci extension level. Yes, there is a rejection signal at the gold Fibonacci ratio, to answer your question. By the time we reach the bottom of this triangle, I intend to start a new short position or sell bet on the Bitcoin.